Good morning. How my beautiful queens and handsome kings doing this morning? How you all doing? Welcome back to the start of a new video. How you all doing? I kind of felt like I haven't talked to y'all probably in a couple of days now, maybe 3 days. Um, in real time, it might seem like I've been chatting with you all more, but I actually took 3 days. I haven't picked up the camera, and it was for I kind of needed it somewhat like a little break within a little 3 day timing and kind of needed a little rest. But welcome back to the start of this video. Oh, my scalp itching. um my day starting off great. I did work yesterday, so I had I had a late start this morning getting up, as you all see, because y'all know I told you I normally on my off days I usually get up at 9 o'clock, but I kind of laid in bed to about like 9:40, and then got up and brushed my teeth, washed my face, did my skincare. But I'm finding that I noticed my skin. I don't know, because I think I was mentioning to you all in the previous video that my face, I'm starting to find that it's really getting drier and drier. I might have to. I'm thinking about, because I was looking at when I did the Ulta haul. I don't know if I should try it or not, because I know one thing about when you're a content creator, and you also watch as other creators, you kind of, I ain't gonna say everything that I see that's promoted online that I actually need to go out and buy, because realistically, I know that's impossible. You can't, every time you see somebody promote something online, like for products, that actually you have to keep going out purchasing it. And I feel like, like I said, that's not realistically that you should do that. I just feel like when if you dealing with some type of issue, like with your body, like skin or whatever it is that you're trying to progress in, and you want to see growth. Because like I say, my skin, like I always have had, I say over the years, as I became an adult, my face kind of got a lot better. But when I was like younger, 16, especially my high school years, my skin used to be really, really bad. And I have tried everything to clear the acne up, and like now is better than it was when I was in school. But I'm starting to find time to time that it still tends to break out. And so the reason why I say this, because I was looking at when I did the Ulta haul 2 weeks ago, the little mini Ulta haul. I've been, also been seeing it being promoted a lot on YouTube because YouTube is the only platform that I have. I don't, be on TikTok or any other platform. But sometimes I see it on Pinterest, when I'm doing my, like, when I'm just searching, researching for something on Pinterest. They've been talking about the Ordinary, the product. And it's like I never tried it, but I've been hearing so many great things about it. And I saw that Ulta had it, like the little bottle for like, I think the little small bottle that I seen on Ulta was like $7 to $8. I don't, compare it to, I guess the actual price might be a little bit more than that. I don't know how much the actual, for the whole kit, like if you're getting the whole set of it. I said I might have to try something with the Cetaphil facial creamer that I've been using. Cause like I say, I'm starting to find that my face still becoming more and more drier, even though I put lotion on my face after I wash it, morning and night. It's still like when I woke up this morning, like my face was so pale, looking like it was just really, really dry. And I'm like, man, this is not normal. So I've been using. Hold on. So this is really what I've been using, Cetaphil. I been using this now for about a couple of days now, I'm gonna say, because I was you finishing up the product that I told you all that I had bought from Family Dollar a little bit while back. And most of the times I usually try to get products on a budget, and just budgeting because like I say, I know I don't have money like that to buy real expensive products for certain things. But yeah, I just been using this by itself, and I noticed because it's like it's a foam, it's a foaming cleanser. So when I washes my face, it foam, come out like look like soap when you rubbing it in. But I notice sometimes after I use it, it's like not saying that's the product. My skin, it dries, but I don't know, maybe I just got dry skin. Maybe like I say, I probably need to continue to keep using it and maybe try to see how the Ordinary work, and try to combine the two. I'm thinking about doing that. I'm thinking about maybe trying it because like I said, I have heard great benefits about the Ordinary. And one thing what I do, I always do my research too before I buy products. And also a couple YouTubers, like I say, I follow and tune in. They've been talking about how I've been helping their skin. One particular creator that I've been watching for quite some time now, I am Shelly. She said it really, because she has some beautiful skin, even though she's, wear makeup a lot as well. But her natural skin is very, very beautiful, like just very, very glowy skin. And so she says she uses the Ordinary. So I think not this week, but maybe the following week, I might try to purchase it again from Ulta, get a, do another little small Ulta haul because I do need to get some more concealer because I didn't really get the concealer that I want. Like I told you all, I just been kind of working with the makeup that I do have, and of course the shade that I bought back here from them, it was a little darker than my shade. But like I say, I'm gonna still get my money's worth in to use it. But yeah, I think the next time I do a small Ulta haul, I'm gonna try the Ordinary and see what they help my skin because I know I have tried to use Neutrogena. For some reason, Neutrogena just had my face burning. I cannot use Neutrogena. I don't know what it's about Neutrogena, but it doesn't work for me. But yeah, other than that, like I say, my day, well, this is the start of my day. My morning been going great, so I'm actually out today and tomorrow. I go back to work. I work my first job Sunday, and then I go back to my second job Monday. So the rest of this upcoming week will just be consistent strictly work. Um, I don't know what it is when it come down to people now. It's just I'm starting to find myself like I don't know. I'm overall, I'm a, like I say, I know what kind of person I am. The type of person I am as a person, but it's like every day is always something, especially when you have to be at work. Like I say, I'm overall. I'm always. Hold on, can I talk right? I am always grateful for anything God has blessed me with, and any opportunities he gives me. But the thing is, when you come into work, you supposed to come to work, do your job, and do what you're supposed to do. All that worrying about what the next person got going on in their life, how the next person doing, it just can become overwhelming. Like came in on a conversation yesterday, and it just really sad because my thing is we all working for the same company. Like the company is barely paying any of us any money. Like all of us, I feel like if your life was more greater than the next person, or if everything was going so smooth for you, you probably won't have to work two jobs. Like I won't have to work two jobs. And the thing is, I'm starting to see that the ugliness when it come down to people is really being exposed. You know, it's just sad how you have coworkers on these jobs. They just do so much gossiping. They love talking about other coworkers, and it's just becoming a lot. And it's like every time I come to work, I'm just ready to hear real. It's like I could been to clock in and be ready to leave already. That's just how much my mindset is. Like I had enough, you know. And I'm just tired of being in toxic environments, and then it's like there's no type of like they not trying to fix the problem. Like you have management, they not trying to make a solution to where people work environment can be more. I ain't gonna say not well. I know work when you working you gonna deal with some stress, but all this talking and name calling and talking about people personal life and talking about this person badly behind their back, that's not solving anything but making it more difficult for others to have to show up and do what they supposed to do, because it's just some stuff you just get tired of have to hear every time you turn around. You constantly have to hear people talking about, and I'm just over it. Like I don't I'm just tired, I'm just tired of overhearing the negativity, and it's just people have to do better. I submitted an application about 3 days ago for another company. I'm trying to give them time to, because I know around the holiday times it's kind of slow. I was going to call today, but I might just end up waiting till Monday, maybe Monday morning, maybe Monday morning to call and see if they got my application, or depending on the time, maybe one day, or maybe today, because today just Friday. I might try to reach out to them today, Friday. But I'm just over it. I'm just over all the negativity. Like it's not fun. Sometimes you have to come to work and you have to constantly hear this, And I know they always say, I know people say, well, you have to ignore people. I ignore people all the time, but it's becoming like a thing now where it's just people just love criticizing and putting the next person down, and it shouldn't be like that, because like I say, anybody can get down. Like I say, we already know what's going on. I don't even want to keep talking about, we already know what's happening. I'm just saying like that. And I feel like with people raising, like with people not actually making enough money to sustain, anybody can, might have to ask for help at one point, or might need somebody to, count on. And it's just so much. It's just you study hearing people talk. Then they want you to do more than what they want you to provide more and give more, but they giving you so little, And like I say, I just don't understand. Like I say, we all working for, like I tell people, we all working for the same company. Everybody know these companies barely paying enough money. So for you to sit up here and talk about this coworker, this and this bad way, and this coworker, it's just so much, y'all. It is. It's, I just, that's why I say I had to decide to, like, because I had told you I wasn't planning on vlogging 25 days anyway for Vlogmas this year. I just was going to do like 12 days if I can still push 12 days, because I know I can't be as consistent like that, because I know with me, I don't really have much going on around the holidays. So, that's why I said I needed to take like them little 3 days out just to kind of meditate and just get a peace of mind for myself. And just, kind of reflect back, because, I just, most time, I don't want to look like I'm coming and turning the camera on, and if I'm talking about certain things, and some people might think that I'm being, like I'm being ungrateful, but like I say, I'm forever grateful for whatever God blessed me with. But at the end of the day, we all human, everybody dealing with something, everybody going through something, everybody dealing with something. And, it just, like I say, my content is basically about my everyday or my lifestyle, and I just like to maybe share some things, maybe to help inspire or uplift someone, because I know I'm not the only one when it come down to jobs. Everybody I know probably dealing with one or bad two people on the job, or coworkers that try to be bullying, and everybody dealing with something, but it's becoming to the point where it just become too much when your environment, and you have to be here so many, because I feel like you spend more time at work. You be at work more hours than you be at home half the times. It just depends on what kind of work you do. But most of the times people spend more hours at work than they do at home. And so you would think that we seeing each other more, like you see your coworkers half the times more than you see your own family and kids. You would think people would have some type of uh, decency or some type of care to not put the next person down, but some of these places they don't think like that. And the things I have overheard yesterday, it just, I'm like, man, I come in and it's just it's always something. But like I say, other than that, everything been really great. I just then my coffee, boy. I don't know what it is about almond milk. You all seen me earlier in the vlog. I was making my coffee, my iced coffee. Lately I just been using the instant coffee, and I add a little sugar and a little of this syrup I made for her, and I put it on ice, as well as add almond milk. I don't know. Almond milk don't really give the coffee the best taste, to my personal opinion. But the thing is, when I went to Walgreens that day, they didn't have my caramel macchiato creamer. I didn't really want French vanilla because I didn't have a taste for it. And it had the oat milk, so I just ended up going with almond milk. But almond milk really do not make my iced coffee. I don't know. Maybe I need to try the coffee. I probably try to make a warm cup tomorrow and see how it tastes warm. But when it come down to ice, but I actually been using the almond milk these last couple of days, and I've been making my iced coffee. But it just don't give it that taste like the oat milk or the or the creamer, the sweet creamer that would do. But I've been drinking on because like it give it more like a darker color, which is a pretty texture, but it just don't give it that taste that I want it to taste. But like I say, I'm a drinker because we ain't waste no coffee, because even coffee is, the price of coffee now is going sky high too, like everything else. But yeah, I ain't gonna ramble too much. I just wanted to kind of come in and start a new day off in a new video, because I know I haven't posted in like maybe 3 days now. Yeah, so just give y'all a little insight on what's been going on with me lately.